Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tas Millis.
Podcast listeners, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Here we are. Hello, YouTube. Hello, podcast listeners. Later on today's No Dunks, we're going to draft the two American All-Star teams. Hence, Tas wearing the stars and Trey wearing the stripes. You guys look fantastic.
Stars and the stripes.
You made your stars.
Yeah, Danielle did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm ready for the draft.
Not
Not to be drafted. I don't want to be in the military, but also, I mean, I am wearing camouflage, so I could be drafted any day.
We'll do the American teams in the All-Star game later. But a new name has entered the trade rumor rumble. The Clippers and Cavaliers have discussed a deal that would send James Harden to Cleveland for Darius Garland. Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix was the first to report on this one, followed soon after by the heavy hitters at ESPN and The Athletic and Yahoo Sports. But
And clutch points.
sure, and clutch points. So the Clips and the Cavaliers engaged in James Harden trade talks. That's the report as we get closer and closer to the deadline on Thursday. Tas, let's start with you. Your reaction either late last night, watching that game between the Sixers and Clippers, or maybe you found out this morning.
At 5 a.m. this morning, I see that come in. I say, what is basketball? I don't understand. James Harden's team was just 15-3. What? Why? What is happening? And then I realize, oh yeah, he's requested many trades. This is just the fourth time that he's done it. It's not unprecedented. It sort of makes sense. Then I start to dabble. All right, I'm this investigative work here. Why? Why is it happening? Is it because, I don't know, maybe he wasn't talked about being an all-star this year, not appreciated enough? Maybe he knows what's going on with aspiration and that everything's going to come down with the Clippers and he wants out first. Maybe it's money. Oh, yeah, it's money. Follow the money. Yeah. That's exactly what's happening here with James Harden. He wasn't going to get an extension. He wants out. He wants to get paid. A horrible situation here for the Los Angeles Clippers as they're asked about it post-game. John Collins asked about it. Oh, gosh, yeah, this is awful. And Kawhi Leonard handled it well. Yeah, I support my guy and all that, but this is just bad for the team. But it sure feels like James Harden's going to be moved in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, and I should know Harden did not play in last night's game, missed the game before. These are personal reasons. So he's like away from the team here. And then we get these reports here, TK. Your guy, James Harden, wants out again. What do you think?
He's the GOATer. Greatest of all trade requesters. Nobody's ever done it like him.
Nobody.
When he sees something coming to an end, he is the first one out the door. He's like JD at an all-star party. He's gone before you even know it's over. You're like, what? What? JD's already left? James Harden requested a trade? They're playing great. We're dancing out here. And JD, wait, I think I saw JD walk away.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, though. Basically, Harden has a player option for next season, 26-27. It is partially guaranteed. And the Clippers, by all accounts, are going to be chasing free agents in 2027. So Harden wants to get his extension. That's what it always is about. What it always is for James Harden, like Tas is saying. It's always about the money. He wants that next deal, and he wants it locked in before he has to hit free agency. So that's why he's doing it now. It's also kind of a non-trade request because the phrasing is that him and the Clippers are working through whether the sides can find a deal. I feel like this is all just people jumping through hoops so they don't get fined for making a public trade request. But this definitely came out of nowhere. I don't think it's terrible for the Clippers if they're able to get Darius Garland back, turning a 36-year-old guy who's going to be leaving eventually into a younger player who's under a longer contract. Of course, Garland can't stay on the court, but I don't think it's the death of the Clippers. I mean, I think they're kind of already in a tough spot, but that's probably why James Harden wants to leave. But once he wants to leave, he is out of there, so this will happen.
Yeah, it's not the death of the Clippers, but it's the death of the term trade request or trade demand. Right now, it's just Team X is talking with Team Y to get player Z to that location. It's just terminology now. The term trade demand is done. He was the best to ever do it, though. the trade demand,
he
trade
remains
request.
the best to ever do it.
Yeah, but now that demand is dead, or excuse me, that term is dead. Maybe somebody else will be better at this whole new terminology. We got a whole sentence for somebody because they don't want to step on anyone's toes. Nobody wants to step on anyone's toes. Not even Shams, not stepping on anyone's toes to claim it a trade request, because that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. He's
super
out.
weird timing, though. Like you said, like you started here. The Clippers are back to being good. They're obviously of getting back into the play-in race here and all this, and he's played really well. And right after the All-Star selections are announced, and he's not in the mix, and the whole aspiration of it all. It is weird. He does have veto power on any deal because he's technically only under contract for this season as the 1-year Bird, but the second year of his 2-year $81.5 million deal he agreed to this past offseason is a player option, which isn't fully guaranteed, as you said, TK. So he has some control here. Now, the Cavaliers' interest in Harden, people are saying, is contingent on the amount of draft capital that the Clippers would have to attach to sweeten any deal where they would swap a 26-year-old Garland for a 36-year-old in Harlan. So let's talk about the actual Harden going to the Cavs for Garland. From both sides, does it make any sense for either squad? Do you like it for one more than the other? What do you think about that part?
I don't know. I think the best thing you can say about James Harden in comparison to Darius Garland is that Harden plays. Mm-hmm. Like, Darius Garland is always banged up. It's been quite notable this season with both of his toes going bad, both of his big toes going bad. But throughout his career, it's one thing or another has been keeping him off the court. Player-wise, I'll take Harden over Garland, but I think it's pretty close. Harden is bigger than Darius Garland. He rebounds better, but they're both not really good defenders. I think everyone knows that Harden's pretty unreliable in big playoff moments. So is Darius Garland. He hasn't done anything in the playoffs. I think he's kind of a faller, if we're being quite honest. So I don't know. I think maybe just the fact that Harden is going to be on the court is good for the Clippers or for the Cavaliers. And maybe, most importantly, playing with Harden is more exciting for Donovan Mitchell than playing with Darius Garland. He's already done that. We've seen them not be able to get out of the second round of the playoffs together. Maybe you can convince yourself that having Harden alongside me is more threatening than Darius Garland?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
He's trying to convince himself. I understand it.
I love Harden. There's been nobody in the media who's been a bigger Harden backer than me, but his playoff failings are quite evident.
Yeah, the team
but Garland has done nothing in the playoffs either.
Fair, but the team with a reputation already of underachieving and shrinking in the playoffs, I'm talking about the Cavs here over the last little bit, they want to add James Harden to the playoff roster and try and solve the problem with a guy that notoriously comes up short. Also, the idea of then having to pay James Harden at 36 and you're giving him another deal, or is this just a rental and they want to get off of Garland's contract because guy can't stay healthy? There's that part. They want the draft capital. I'm assuming the Clippers don't want to give up any. This is just perplexing to me.
Yeah, and this isn't quite what the Clippers were doing, kicking ass recently, but the Cavs have been playing a lot better recently. They're in a good flow, so it would be odd to add James Harden. I start looking at that and I say, I understand Darius Garland's toes are not right. He's not right, but I just find it hard to put it all together that the Cavs would actually make this deal happen. I started to look at the Houston Rockets situation. Maybe it's because I was watching them in the fourth quarter and how they're just playing free throw basketball, essentially. They just need to go get offensive glass. They need a point guard. Now, it all comes down to whether Fred VanVleet is available to play later this season, because they're going to go with that rock. Ime Udoka is going to roll with that guy. He's more than just a point guard. He is their coach on the floor, essentially. He would be fantastic. I went to the Fred VanVleet podcast. Have you hinted at possibly coming back? He hasn't. Okay. That has nothing to do with anything. What really has to do with is Fred VanVleet's health. He also has veto power over the potential to leave. So I start doing deals there. And if they know that Fred's not available, maybe there's a deal there. There's tons of deals that work. Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams work. You want two injured guys? There you go. Simple as that. Adams, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jabari Smith work. Fred VanVleet plus Capella plus Tari Eason plus Jayshawn Tate works. There's lots of deals that could work. But even there, I don't know why they would move on from Fred VanVleet unless they know that there's no chance he's coming back. Bring Harden and Durant together again. What a world! This is so strange. Yeah, the Cavs just set this up in some people's minds with their tiny little deal that they did to go get Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis, like maybe moving on for money there to set up something else. But now they're getting another guard. If this was the case, they'd have 6,000 point guards to essentially play with. Odd. This whole thing is odd.
And then Darius Garland, in theory, going to the Clippers, obviously young talent, 10 years younger than James Harden. Maybe that makes sense. Again, guy can't stay healthy, which is a real knock on him. But he is signed through 2027-28. And doesn't that run counter to all we've been hearing about the Clippers wanting to keep cap space past 26-27? We've heard that time and time again. So that counterintuitive to me, but then maybe they're just like, well, he is a good all-star level player, not even in his prime yet. And if we can get off of a guy who sure sounds like he wants to be moved because we know we're not going to pay him, and he knows that, then we can get something in return. So I can't imagine, though, they would want to be attaching these future first-round picks.
That seems worse to me than
a hell of a stretch.
I mean, having Garland under contract in 27-28 isn't that big of a deal. The only other guy under contract would be Zubats at that point. So they would still have a ton of cap space, and at least then they would have the nucleus of a team, a pick-and-roll guard in Garland and a pick-and-roll big in Zubats. Like, you can see how that actually is maybe more enticing than having just Zubats under contract. I also have to imagine that Harden's next deal won't be all that more expensive than Garland is signed for, so probably a wash for the Cavs at that point as well. But man, I wouldn't trade the picks. That would be the thing I would be the most worried about if I'm the Clippers. But clearly they don't care about picks, so they just want to sign guys.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on the timing of this all, like Tas got us started here? Because it is strange out of nowhere suddenly, the personal matters, the personal reasons, he's not around the team, and then we get this just days before this deadline. Like, why now? Because it's not like he's been eligible for an extension from the Clippers. You know? So, like, it's just, what's your thinking on this, or conspiracy theory on this?
I mean, he knows the Clippers are toast, so he's getting out.
But it's so funny, like, the toast, like, when they were 6-21...
That wasn't the trade deadline yet.
But you can always still ask for a trade. That's like so weird to me.
Yeah, but deadlines make people work harder. So if you do it a couple of days ahead of time, you're going to get a deal done. And it's not like the Clippers are going to do anything this year. Best case scenario, they get into the play-in tournament, win their way to number 8, and have to get smoked by the Thunder in the first round.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You could be optimistic and say they're going to be in the playoffs and lose. More than the play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More than the play. Yeah, especially. But I understand this whole idea of timing. Now, there are reports that this has been happening for weeks in terms of behind the scenes. While Lawrence Frank was signing his 4-year extension, he was also talking to other teams.
Right. Got an extension.
Yeah.
He just got an extension. That's awesome, man.
There's so much happening there.
Maybe that's why. Maybe Harden's like, I got to deal with this guy for another 4 years.
He doesn't like Lawrence Frank.
Yeah.
What a strange scenario. Yeah, it's so strange for the Cavs. I understand Garland hasn't been elite in the playoffs. I understand he has been hurt this year. A couple years ago, he was also banged up. He did play a lot of games the year in between last season. But you're taking your chance on James Harden. I
mean, Harden's a better player than Garland is. That's the main thing.
But
he plays.
Yeah,
of course
yes.
he plays.
I know. You're rolling with a 37-year-old. He'll be 37 soon rather than Garland, to give him a shot. Again, because they're playing better, too. And I know Garland's been in and out of the lineup. Just totally odd.
There's no doubt that Cleveland is still trying to like shed salary here to like get out of the second apron, but that's probably going to be Lonzo Ball, right?
Yeah.
He effectively serves as an expiring deal. He'll likely be moved to a team with cap space. Maybe he goes to the Hornets and teams up with his brother there just to join the roster.
That makes sense.
They'll
With
get off of that.
With Schroeder there, yes.
Yeah,
that's what makes sense.
But maybe James Harden in Cleveland, maybe James Harden somewhere else. Like, I think he fits a lot better with the Rockets. Like, I think they could cover for him on the defensive end a lot more than Cleveland could. So, but yeah, you got to trade Van Vliet to do that, basically. And he has the power to say, I don't want to do that. I like to hear more.
So crazy.
And maybe there's other team that gets in the mix here. James Harden back on the trade block.
I love it. How many emergency podcasts have we done for Harden?
Oh, man, I remember sitting at this table when he got traded from Brooklyn to Philly.
We
They
probably
definitely did one
from
there.
Philly to LA as well.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Yeah.
And we probably did one from Houston to Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Three
amazing,
at
man.
least we've done emergency sort of podcast
cool.
for this. And
I mean, him and
back.
Duren, I guess we've done a few for as well.
those are our guys.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Salute
Thank
to
you so
them.
much to James Harden. It's weird to imagine him though playing in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's only been in glamour markets since leaving OKC, and Cleveland isn't glamorous.
Yeah. It can't really picture him even in the jerseys, and they have a million jerseys, but tough to see. Even him beside Mitchell is a weird, just like thought experiment.
James Harden in a
I don't know.
creamsicle Cavs jersey. Delicious.
All right, let's move on.
Houston is a glamour franchise to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the
They
biggest
got
markets.
titles and they're like a
monstrous
top five
market.
Yeah.
market.
Yeah. All right.
It's a huge city.
That's huge. It's I don't know, the fourth biggest
I mean,
in this country that I
yeah,
wear the stars for.
It ain't LA and New York.
Well, yeah,
It's bigger than everything else except for Chicago.
It's big.
and does Cleveland seem like the type of city James Harden's going to flourish in?
They have a casino.
Okay,
They got strip clubs. So yeah.
I don't know. J.R. Smith once upon a time said, "No, it's actually great here because there's nothing to do."
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, no, not exactly. Because James Harden's power comes from the strip clubs and the casinos and the partying. You have it backwards.
It'll be
there.
great on the road.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll put a pin in James Harden news for now. Shams also reported yesterday that the Milwaukee Bucks have begun sending counter offers to teams aggressively pursuing a trade for Giannis ahead of this week's deadline. So 4 teams have really emerged here. Though there are other teams maybe getting in on the fun if they're a third or a fourth team. But the Miami Heat, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Golden State Warriors, and the New York Knicks are among the teams strongly interested in the Greek Freak. Again, that's from Shams. Milwaukee is seeking either a blue chip talent and or significant package of draft picks in return for Giannis. So we've talked a lot about the Warriors. That hypothetical deal would be centered around a lot of picks, a hell of a lot of picks. The Heat, they got the combination, right, of maybe more young players. Maybe the young prospect is Khalil Ware, Tyler Hero, depends on your opinion of him. And then they have picks too. The Knicks is very confusing because it's like they'd have to just do so many other things and get so many other teams involved. But let's talk a little bit about the Wolves because they, like the Knicks, don't have draft capital. So they would have to probably go get third and fourth teams to get that sort of stuff included. And then you can get into the players that would go out. But what do you think about the Wolves suddenly throwing their name into the Giannis sweepstakes here?
I think Tim Connolly is always making calls. He's always been an aggressive front office conductor. He just always has, and he's done a great job with Denver. So I think that's what it all comes down to. And listen, it's Monday night on trade deadline week, and you just got to talk about something. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't know if Minnesota's going to be the team. It doesn't feel right. It just feels like we're spurring some conversation about where Giannis is going to land, essentially. I don't know if the Warriors the Warriors package can be beat, but I'm not sure if the Warriors want to do that right here, right now, either. I mean, that deal would be Butler, Kuminga, and those picks that we're talking about. But are they going for the championship here with Curry, Giannis, and I leave a huge blank because the third player is Brandon Pajemski, or are they smarter and just wait for the offseason where they may know that Jimmy's coming back next season. They may be offer something even bigger, just like the Bucks may be able to get something bigger. So I think this is all chatter. I don't see the Wolves getting there to what the Warriors can really offer.
I was surprised to see the Wolves getting so much buzz because they have to do so much to even really get into the mix for it. But according to Sam Amick over at The Athletic, if they're willing to include Jaden McDaniels, that puts them in the lead for getting Giannis. But also, wouldn't every other team in the league realize that if we're getting involved in this trade, we're helping the Wolves get Giannis?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's odd to me. But you read Shams' report, and it says the talks have started to progress. The Bucks are actively engaging, so I'm like, oh, this is going to happen. And then you read a Bontemps and Windhorst report, and they're like, it's probably not going to happen until the summer. So it's really hard to figure out what's going down. I lean towards it's going to happen. Just so much buzz right now, and so many teams chasing that somebody is going to be willing to, it's not an overpay because this is Giannis we're talking about, but somebody's going to be willing to do everything to get Giannis. And if that happens, I think it just makes more sense for the team to be done with a year-long trade saga.
Yeah. As far as the Warriors team here, if it's Giannis Curry and Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody and DeAnthony Melton and Al Horford and Quentin Post and Buddy Hield that they're running forward with this postseason, you think they can win with that?
I like their chances.
I think they can
better.
make a conference finals at least, and then they got a chance. Who knows what happens by then?
So, yeah, that's the front office. That's Mike Dunleavy saying, all right, our future's done. We're going for it right here, right now.
Their future's done.
Yeah.
They don't really have much of a future when Curry's gone. So getting Giannis would be good for the future, I think.
Yeah, in part, yeah. But if it's costing every single one of their draft picks.
I think they should trade those draft picks regardless. I think they should have been aggressive trading these picks even before Giannis was on the table.
Yeah. They sort of
help out
Steph Curry. Yeah,
they have said though that they, of course they're going to say this because they didn't do anything with them, but like we've kept all of these draft picks, these future draft picks and pick swaps because we're waiting for someone like Giannis to come available that then we can come over the top and really wow a team and get him. So that's why Warriors fans are like, okay, you've been saying you've been saving him for this. Sure. Curry's still elite, so do it. I know ESPN had a hypothetical trade where the Warriors would get Giannis and Miles Turner, and it would take Jimmy Butler III, even though Mike Dunleavy says we're not trading Jimmy Butler III, Kuminga, Podziemski, and then 3 or 4 first-round picks, and then like the 2031 pick swap there. So a lot of draft capital, and then maybe Podziemski goes out and you get your big in Turner. That's another one.
Yeah, that makes more sense. That one with the third team being the Raptors getting involved. I didn't like that ESPN offer at all. How does that make any sense for the Raptors to get Jaden McDaniels but have to give up 2 first-round picks and RJ Barrett? What?
Well, they got Cole Anthony out of it, too. That made me laugh.
Cole Anthony has not been able to play this year yet. That's been very confusing. Or maybe the Milwaukee Bucks are able to turn their 1 draft pick into a good player, and they keep Giannis. It's not dead. It's not dead.
Tas.
It's not dead. I'm just saying.
Everybody agrees with you that it happens maybe in the summer, Giannis traded, but you're now still holding on to hope that Giannis is a buck for life.
It's not likely. Anything's not. James Harden just demanded a trade from a team that was 15-3 in their last 18. Anything can happen. I mean, Luka Doncic got traded a year and a day ago. Anything can happen.
The Heat package, which we've talked about before, the Heat get Giannis, and again, maybe this was Pat Riley pumping the brakes on any sort of John Morant deal because like, whoa, maybe we can get Giannis. What would it take? Tyler Hero could take Terry Rozier's contract, we think now. He's getting paid that $26 million. In theory, it could be dealt, I think. Khalil Ware, like I said, as sort of like the prize young prospect. 2029, 2031 first-round picks, and then a 2030 swap. Though we just come back to, if you wait until the summer, more draft capital could be included. And that's why the Bucks, they have all these reasons just to wait. Like, sure, make all these calls, make all these counter offers, but like still, you just can do more things in the summer, and you probably get more in the summer after teams disappoint in the playoffs and after there's more picks involved, and it's just easier to make these deals. So we will see. But you think it happens?
Yeah.
All right. Do you think it's the Warriors or the Heat?
Yeah. I do, because I think, like you're saying, and like has been reported, during the summer, it becomes a lot easier for other teams to get involved, which means that for the Warriors and the Heat right now, it's on them to put everything they have into the deal. And I think if that's the case, I think the Bucks could say yes. And I mean, I'm not the biggest Khalil Ware fan, but if the Heat were willing to put him on the table, like he's the best young blue chip talent that's been talked about in any of these sort of things. Though I do love the idea of Draymond getting traded to the Bucks and then declining his player option for next season and just going back to the Warriors after the year. That would be hilarious if that happens.
And then we're hearing Damian Lillard's trying to recruit Giannis to the Blazers, people are saying.
It went so well the first time.
Yeah, do it out west, though. We weren't on the West Coast. So
yeah,
that.
Come here where it's way harder to win.
Yeah.
So, and we have a worse team.
You still think this is a summer deal? Because really, we're now at the point, does this happen on Thursday or does it happen in June? I mean, and maybe Tas is the lone person in the world saying.
No, I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the idea from the beginning of the season for John Horst and the Bucks front office, because they want to look forward for the Milwaukee Bucks organization. I get that. And that's why I think it doesn't happen until the summer, because they can get more back for Giannis. There will be more teams involved. And so I think that's where we're headed here.
Okay. Let's hear from the people in the stream team. Thursday or June? Let's get the poll going.
I think Wednesday night.
Okay, just to be specific.
Emergency pod Wednesday night.
Okay. Make sure you're not doing anything. Anybody going to see a movie on a Wednesday night? No.
Nope.
What about you? Birthday parties? Nothing? No. Good.
No.
All right. I'll see you in the stream.
But I guess we got to stay up late.
Right. That's the call.
Night. What does night qualify as? I mean, it seems like stuff is happening at like midnight,
Yeah, most of the time. If it doesn't happen
Eastern.
before 11 p.m. Eastern, I'll see you in the morning. Anything before that, I'll see you in the yard.
From 11 to 1 a.m., I will see you in the shed.
There you go. All right, we had some basketball last night. One really fun game was the Hornets coming back from 22 to beat the Pelicans to extend their win streak to 7 straight. That's right. Charlotte Hornets are so hot right now. Did have a scary moment early in the game, which we'll show everybody on YouTube. LaMelo Ball collided with his head coach, Charles Lee, as he tried to chase down an errant pass out of bounds. And Lee went for the ball too, and they just smoked heads. I've watched this clip like 50 times, and I wince every single time. LaMelo did sort of leave the game, got the cut fixed up, came back, and then had a great game. And like I said, the Hornets came back to get the victory here.
Yeah, and Charles Lee getting in the way from LaMelo Ball, saving the ball. That would have been a great save. It sure felt like LaMelo had a chance at that, but he came back pretty soon after. He handled it well. Then going into the second half, they were down double digits, and LaMelo started shooting those threes early in the second half, and they were off. I thought, well, maybe he's not right. Maybe something going on there, but he was playing through it, and the Hornets played through it. Brandon Miller just lit up. He was going off. You had the Knippel triple start going. Moussa Diabate grabbing boards. The crowd going Moose, and they got them into the game. And then the second unit came on. Everybody helping out. I mean, the Kalkbrenner defense, everything going perfectly for them. And then LaMelo took it to the rim a little bit. Hit those 2 shots early in the fourth quarter. Knippel making things happen. So they got it all done. They got it done in just a second half. Big fight. Big second half for them.
Yeah, defensively showed up in the second half. In a game they couldn't hit threes to sort of save their life. There wasn't too many made. Though Grant Williams did hit 2 sort of timely ones. I thought Grant Williams was the best game for him since coming back from injury. I think it's 16 and 9.
He's been good for them since coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
he was hanging in the air. Did you see that time he was hanging in the air and made a pass? I mean, I didn't see that happening at all.
My first takeaway is that LaMelo needs to play in a cage. He stepped on fans' feet multiple times, injured his ankles, and was out for huge chunks of last season, and now he's running into his own coach. Get this guy some fencing.
That was all on Charles Lee.
Yeah.
Don't be going to that.
But if he's behind a fence, it would have never happened.
It's okay. Fair.
So we need to get the Cagers back out there. I did like LaMelo cooking switches in the fourth quarter. I think part of the reason he's able to get to the rim is because he chucked so many threes. 3 for 14, but 5 for 6 inside the lane. They took the lead on that big-time dunk he had. That was awesome. Also, I thought this was good from Eric Collins on the broadcast. He said, it's going to be a Hornets party tomorrow. Eastern Conference Coach of the Month, Charles Lee. Eastern Conference Player of the Month, take your pick. Yeah. Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month, Knippel. I think he's probably right. They will get rookie for sure. Yeah. They will get coach for sure. Player of the Month, take your pick. Who's the player? Which player you're picking from the Hornets?
You think it goes to a Hornet player?
Why would they not just decide to honor him for having a great month?
Because there's probably better months, but
it's Brandon for
probably
me.
Brandon, yeah. Brandon or LaMelo, yeah.
22, 5, and 3 for Brandon Miller in the month of January, plus 11 points per 100 possessions. LaMelo 17, 4, and 7, and Khan 18, 6, and 4. They're all good, but I do think the reason that the Hornets have taken a step forward is that Brandon Miller has taken a step forward as well. His handle is better. He's most importantly able to stay on the court right now, but he gets to his spots and he's able to be a really good shooter. It only went 7 of 21 last night, but made some big plays, I thought, in the second half. And the Hornets won a game in which they didn't play all that well. I think that's pretty important. You know, part of it is that the Pelicans love to blow a lead, and maybe part of the reason there was such a slow start for the Hornets is because they never know when they're playing. You know, like they're going to change the start times of all of their games right now. Del Curry, the Pelicans hit a 3, and Del Curry says, first triple of the night. or evening, afternoon. That was pretty funny. I was
said
like,
them all.
these guys are like very confused about the time of day. So understandable that they would start slowly, but you can tell the Hornets are clicking right now, and they've got a lot of faith that if they play their style of basketball, it's going to work out in the end.
Broadcasters should just say the X of the game, first 3 of the game, instead of saying of the night. You know, it just doesn't work out a lot of time. Like I think even Eric Collins, the great Eric Collins, he's great. I think he had some rough moments yesterday. He said Ryan Kalkbrenner growing the mutton chops, like because he kind of looks like he does have sideburns, but it's just his beard. That doesn't really fill in, so it just looks a little sparse.
What about Pat Connaughton's dye job? Guess he lost a fantasy football league, and that was the reason.
That's what it was?
That's what I read, yeah. Yeah. I noticed
That was a
it
bad
during,
dye job.
Oh, I know, and I
It looks
noticed
like
it
sun
during
in.
the game, and I was
Yeah.
like, how long has he had that? Did I miss this? And then it's like, no, it's recent. It's a bad dye job, yeah. It's a good punishment.
Just because it's not full on blonde.
It's like a weird color. It's
very brassy.
Yeah. It doesn't work on him. My only other notes from this, I just love Moussa Diabate, man. I sort of love how he plays. I love how hard he sprints down the floor right to the middle of the paint. And it's a small thing, and it's obviously something most bigs should do. But not a lot of them do it in this league because obviously you got to like put a little effort into it, and it just opens up things for other guys. Like just having a guy scream to the front of the rim collapses the defense. They just naturally come in because you want to take that away, and it opens up some of these 3-point shooters. A couple times that worked in their favor when they were sort of in semi-transition. So I love that. And then Kalkbrenner did have a good game too. They have sort of like this crazy mix of Diabate as a smaller center. And even Sion James sort of playing the center position at times, and then the big Kalkbrenner was just monster of a dude.
He's a huge
He's got
man.
the biggest t-shirt on underneath that jersey
goodness,
going,
he
man.
does.
Holy
Yeah,
crap, it's going
big
past
shirt.
his elbows.
Yeah.
So it's working this sort of, you have both options here for Charles Lee.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal to hear the crowd yell "Moose" anytime Moussa Diabate does anything. But yeah, Kalkbrenner literally being able to alter Zion Williamson flying at the rim. Like Kalkbrenner is a huge, along with Sion James. They got the fighters in that second unit along with Grant Williams. They got the fighters and the scoring, Colin Sexton. It's all led by their stars.
Yeah.
And their stars are now Brandon Miller, which is odd to say, but he looks so good when he's playing basketball.
He's an underrated, super sweaty guy, Brandon Miller. Check that out.
Yeah.
I can't
He should
believe
be
it.
rated higher.
Oh, man. super sweaty. They're clicking right now. Now it's going to get a lot more difficult. The Hornets' next 6 games, sort of a weird schedule. Rockets, Hawks, Pistons, Hawks, Rockets, Cavs.
Okay.
Tough.
So the 2 Hawks games, those are interesting because
Those are
they're
huge
obviously
games.
chasing them down in the play-in. And then some really good teams. Like I said, the Rockets twice, the Pistons, the Cavs. So, good thing you got this 7-game win streak and see how long you can keep it going. But this, I think they're losing one of these games in this bunch. So these are some good teams. Other games last night, Şengün scored 39 to help overcome the Rockets missing Kevin Durant. They just beat the Pacers, 118-114. Grizzlies snapped a 6-game losing streak with a win over the Timberwolves. Maybe all those trade rumors got in their heads. And then Maxey scored 29. He hit a bunch of threes. 76ers beat the Clips. Any notes?
Well, watching that Rockets-Pacers game was hard in that fourth quarter. After Şengün got into it with Benedict Mathurin there, they had a little push-off, a little double tech. The refs were whistling everything. They just didn't want to let it get out of control. The Rockets shot 20 free throws in the fourth quarter. That's a lot of free throws. And so many. Anytime Şengün went down, he had a little lefty hook where he fell, and they said, whoa, yeah, that's a foul. No, it was not a foul. They just missed plenty of calls. They were overblowing it, and the Pacers, had to throw so many different centers at Şengün. They threw 3 of them at Huff, Isaiah Jackson, Micah Potter, who forced a miss and yelled, "Let's go!" You could hear him on the mic. So they tried to go at him, but the Rockets, they always go. Despite not having a Kevin Durant and without Fred VanVleet, you could see it. I mean, they just need to go grab their misses, and they grabbed 19 of them. They grabbed and had 29 second chance points off those 19 offensive rebounds, and that was the story. But the Pacers fought hard. They fought hard, but it was a battle in that fourth quarter that was kind of hard to watch. I don't know how long the time spent.
Forever.
It took a long time.
Forever.
That fourth Q must have been 40 minutes, I'd guess. I don't know.
Yeah, 13 fouls for the Pacers centers, and I have to imagine they were all on trying to guard Şengün because he was just putting them in the basket every single time. It was like watching Charles Barkley in the 90s. He was posting up on the wing. All four other teammates were standing on the other side. They're just like, Şengün, push him underneath the hoop until you can shoot a hook shot. We just talked about Jared Allen having a 40-point game and dribbling 10 times. I think Şengün was taking a minimum of 10 dribbles every single time he touched the ball. With no KD out there, man, he is clunking up the offense, but it was working, and he played tough. And when he feels he has a strength advantage, you can really feel it out there. So fun game to watch, sort of. If you liked basketball in the 90s, it was fun.
Yeah, Huff got into foul trouble, obviously, so they started going to other guys, and Isaiah Jackson was playing him well. I mean, he poked him late. What was it, like 45 seconds left? That was a nice poke.
That was a nice rip.
So they're playing hard. It's fun to watch Pacers games at home as well. I mean, they scrapped right till the last whistle.
Yep. And then any other notes on the Grizzlies win or the Clippers losing to the Sixers? They're at home.
Yeah, Clippers seem to be affected by the Harden surprise trade request out of nowhere. 18-2 start for the Sixers in this one. Clippers never got it under 10 points, and it looked like bad Clippers from the beginning of the season. Philadelphia had 14 offensive rebounds, 28 second chance points, and scored 22 points off of turnovers. So 2-0, I guess, for Philadelphia with Paul George being suspended. We'll talk about Barlow later. He was awesome in this one. So that was just a good win for the Sixers. The other thing I noticed in this one is at the end of the first half, Embiid gets the ball inbounded to him at like the opposing free throw line, just turns and chucks the ball. He threw it so far. He threw it over the shot clock, past the stanchion. The mop guy underneath was like ducking out of the way because he was so scared. It's worth going back and seeing just how far he chucks this thing. I mean, there was like 0.7 seconds left, so he ain't going to make it. But because of the new heave rules, he at least let it fly. And whoa, he just hauled off, man. That was crazy.
Might need a cage installed
cage
on the
him up.
baseline.
Yeah.
Cage them all up. All right.
One other thing to note from that game, Quentin Grimes' dunk on John Collins. Oh, man.
That's nice.
Yeah, John Collins is going to have some nice tape of getting dunked on when it's all said and done. If he's cool with it,
a lot.
yeah. Anthony Edwards, the monster on him, along with Quentin Grimes. There's got to be some other ones as well.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to draft the 2 American All-Star team rosters. It's the last call for football on FanDuel. One final Sunday, one last kickoff, the final chance to place your bets before the NFL season closes its tab. This is Super Bowl 60. Sorry, this is Super Bowl backwards big shirt.
Yeah, it is.
It hasn't caught on yet. I was checking X to see if it was trending. Not yet.
We got to wait for Radio Row to kick off.
I thought they're on Radio Row.
Oh, man. Somebody tell them.
Come on, Mina Kimes, start pushing. This is Super Bowl backwards big shirt. See what happens. FanDuel is making sure you're in on it. And I got 3 prop bets for you guys from a guy that barely watches NFL football.
Let's go.
All right, first one. The team that scores last wins the game. I'm going with no at plus 160. Okay, so there's going to be some sort of lead here, obviously, and then the team trailing is going to score, and that's never going to be enough. They're never going to get back into it. Okay, will there be a defensive special teams touchdown? I'm going with yes at plus 235.
Great odds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Somebody's pick 6 to the house.
Yeah.
Is that what they say? Is that a saying?
Pick 6 to the house. You can say that.
Okay, good.
You can say that.
All right, final one. Total individual scorers. The line is set at 4.5. Give me the over at plus 100. I got 5 different people scoring a touchdown.
Field goal doesn't count.
Field goal doesn't count. No.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. But that, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but then, you just got to spread it out a little bit.
She got spread out a little bit.
Yeah,
So I'm taking the over.
A lot of nerves in the first quarter. No one ever scores in the first quarter.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So those are my 3 bets.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, good luck to me. Good luck to you. If you're a new customer, you can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. So whether you're backing the favorite, riding the underdog, or building one last same game parlay, make it count. Because after the Super Bowl, the season's over. and football is officially done. Last call for football on FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Visit fanduel.com/podcast to get started. The NBA announced the All-Star reserves on Sunday. We shared our takeaways on yesterday's podcast, but the final piece of the puzzle is to figure out how in hell are these teams going to be divided?
How to do that?
NBC says the 3 rosters for the All-Star game will be announced tonight. But as always, No Dunk's going to beat them to the punch. So we're going to draft those American teams in a second. But just before we went live, the jerseys were shared on social media. We'll show them to everybody on YouTube. Here they are. We got 2 USA jerseys, of course. I was right. Stars on the red jersey, stripes on the blue one for the Team USA's, and then the Team World All-Stars got the white joints there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't mind these.
Yeah, I like the font. I like the All-Stars font. And I also think that the World one looks eerily like a Slovenian national team jersey.
It does a lot. Those sort of are the colors there, yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, Luka Doncic is a Jordan brand endorser.
You are right, Trey
That's
Kirby.
crazy
Yes, Jordan
that
did
they
make
would
these.
pick his team's colors. That's unusual to me.
I think there's a report too, or whatever the news is. This isn't a surprise. They will have like your flag will be on the back of your jersey, sort of where your nameplate is or above it.
Right.
So that's cool. Nice little touch. What do you think of these? Like them?
Yeah, I think they're solid.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some shitty ones over the last couple seasons where they've been just downright boring
I
or
can't
basic.
even remember them.
Well, they're just like I can. They were we were thumbs down on a lot of them. I think these ones are more like, all right, at least there's a little flair here.
The red ones look really good. I think.
Yeah, they pop.
They
Okay.
look like a Team USA jersey. We also got some news here from Shams.
Oh, boy.
Detroit Pistons first-time All-Star Jalen Duren has accepted an invitation to participate in the 2026 NBA Slam Dunk Contest.
We got another big guy.
Another big boy.
We got 2 big boys in Duren and Hayes.
Yes.
And then we got Carter Bryant, who's not even really that small either. You know, he's a beefy 6'6", 6'7" guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a Smallie.
We need a Smalley.
Height. Bronny, come on.
Come on, Bronny.
I mean, my heart said as soon as you said it, excited. Jalen Duren, awesome.
Yeah.
You know, young player, promising. Then you get a little tiny bit worried
Hey,
about
respect,
the
though.
size.
Respect.
Yeah, he's going
always
in.
respect to these guys, especially if you're an all-star level
He's an
player.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, come on. That
Wow.
should count
Yeah,
for something.
Yeah,
So.
we respected Jalen Brown when he went in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, because he was the biggest name. This is good, but we
Okay.
do need a Smallie.
I agree. Yeah.
We need a high flyer. Not that these guys can't jump, because
No,
they
of
can.
course.
But
I'm gonna move Duren up though on my draft board just because of this.
oh wow! Okay, yeah, he is an American, so
Yep.
he will be drafted here. Okay, so we know that Tas is going to be Team Stars because you got the stars on here,
Correct, yep.
and you're going to be Team Stripes because you got some stripes on, and you got the American colors. I love it. But we need to decide who's going to draft first. So I've got a trivia question for you guys, and it's got to do with the Winter Olympics. And hopefully this is one where we can sort of go back and forth, a process of elimination until one man, either stars or stripes, can no longer answer. Guys, can you name the most decorated nations in Winter Olympic Games history? So I'm looking for the top 10 highest total medal counts. Okay, hold on. I'm going to give you 2 of them in advance because it's sort of like, could be confusing. The Soviet Union is 6th, and Russia ranks 10th. So we can just take those 2 off the board of the top 10 most medals in Winter Olympic Games history. Tas, we'll start with you, and we'll just go back and forth on the list here until somebody can't name one or gets one incorrect. Tas, have a go.
China.
Nope.
Nope.
It's over.
Okay. It's over. I thought they impressed enough to be in the top 10. Yeah, you don't need them.
I spent like 20 minutes planning all this. It's over in 10 seconds.
Why do you need 20 minutes to type in top 10 Winter Olympics?
Fuck you, man. I want to make things interesting. You say China. Actually, not a bad pick, but a little surprising. No,
but
China.
why? But no, my question is, why does it take 10 minutes to?
Oh, Tas, I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay,
it took
man.
a little bit of time to put in my notes the top 10 teams.
Oh, here, I
or top
checked.
10 nations.
Norway,
No, don't
United
say,
States,
oh,
Germany,
Jesus,
Austria, Canada. Norway,
I'm
huh?
just giving always the first pick to you here, Trey. Do you guys want to do? Yeah, the answer is Norway. For those that were maybe hoping to play along.
I was going USA. I was going USA.
Yeah, that would have been second.
Second, yeah, they did it.
All right, you keep going. He already saw it. You keep listing some, Trey.
I would have said Norway. High on the list.
Okay. 1, 2.
I also would have Sweden up there.
Yes, 7th.
Give me a Germany.
Yes, 3rd.
Give me Finland.
No. Okay. So
Canada. Canada. I should have
man.
said.
Yeah,
I
they're
should have,
5th.
of course, said Canada.
Fifth?
This was a tough
Surprising.
one. Austria's 4th overall.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
just
then-
said that. Nobody's listening.
And then Switzerland, and then Netherlands. You should try saying it first next time. Would have got it. All right. Okay, so Trey
awesome.
has the number 1 pick. Do you want to do just 1, 2, 1, 2? Okay. So everybody on YouTube, we will show you the USA All-Stars pool. I have crossed out all the international guys. But for people listening to the podcast, I think it would make more sense, or at least be easier to follow. You guys got to draft first from the starters. Okay? Okay, so your starters, you only got 1 in the West, Steph Curry. And then you got 4 in the East, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and Tyrese Maxey. TK, you got the first pick here. We're drafting Americans. Team Stripes. Who are you taking number 1 overall?
Okay, people said this was a snub for our 20th anniversary squad draft that we did. Give me Stephen Curry. I gotta go Curry.
What was the snub?
I remember that guy outside of the Warriors Stadium. Stephen Curry
and the Warriors.
Yeah, they're saying he could have been drafted for best musical moment.
Oh, he could have. Yeah, it's memorable.
I could have been drafted.
Okay.
But he's on my Stephen Curry is on my team.
Okay, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Congratulations. Steph Curry goes number 1. Not a surprise. Tas, you got a bunch of Eastern Conference guys. Where are you going?
Yeah, it's Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and Tyrese Maxey. And that might surprise some. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey. I want a speedy.
wow.
How dare you do that to
If
me?
this is about effort, I want the speedy guy.
Okay. A bit of a swerve, I think. But Maxey gone. Back to you, TK.
Okay.
You take a Jalen or a Cade?
Taking a Jalen or a Cade. You're right. My draft board's all messed up because it's not organized by starters. And we got this
That's fine.
document here looking like the Epstein files with everything redacted. It's crazy. Give me Cade Cunningham, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham goes 3rd overall in our American draft. Steph Curry and Cade. Oh, I like that pairing. All right, Tas,
Yeah.
which Jalen are you taking? Jalen Brown or Jalen Brunson? Which
It
JB?
really is. It really is the Epstein files. I can see through the redaction.
What's it say?
Sorry, who'd you take? I wasn't listening like the Austria call. Who'd you Cade? You
I'm
took a
crossing them off. I'm crossing them off.
JD,
He's off.
JD, I didn't even know we
Oh,
had
you
this
took it.
technology.
I didn't either. I was messing around with it
God.
yesterday.
Very good. Very
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, I'm taking Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown. Okay.
Sorry, Jalen Brunson.
Okay, that's fine. So Jalen Brunson automatically goes to you, Trey.
Okay.
As the final starter to be selected. Okay.
So, he was very low on my draft board.
Yeah. So, well, he's on your squad. All right. Unfortunately, we've already broken up the Jalens too, guys. So there goes my dream of all the Jalens being on one team. Because there's 2 more to pick from here. Tas, you have the first pick from the reserves.
Interesting. This is an interesting position. It's the Team America that's going to have Anthony Edwards on, and I'm taking Ant.
Oh, now,
I think he's going to want to show out in the All-Star game a little bit. So
he never has before.
yeah,
but
well,
maybe
he's got to. He's got to at some point.
Yeah, he's embarrassed himself at the All-Star game, I think.
I agree. And this is interesting. You taking him. Did you see the recent Adidas commercial? Where his commercial, obviously, where he's basically poking fun at 4 of the best players in the league, all international guys, if I remember correctly, right? He's making fun of Wemby, Jokic, Luka, SGA. I think I got them.
yeah,
Was it
That's
just
4 international
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So that's fun. You better back it up.
He'll want
here.
to back
Better
it up.
back it up.
All right. So you've got Anthony Edwards off the board as JD crosses it out. Great stuff. TK, where are you going?
Man, I got a lot of guards. Curry, Cade, Brunson. Give me a tall guy. Kevin Durant, you're on my team.
Oh, Kevin Durant
Yeah.
makes the list
Yup.
here. LeBron James still on the board. Oh my God. Where are you going, Tas?
Yeah. I don't have faith that LeBron is going to show out. No disrespect to LeBron. Obviously, the game is his. But I'm not picking him right now. And I'm not picking based on position. It's a positionless game. Give me Scotty Barnes.
Okay.
Just cause.
Homer pick.
Just because he's a fantastic defender, no matter who he's guarding.
Think we'll see some defense in the All-Star game.
Well, at least a tad.
All right. I hope you're right.
A little tad bit.
Hope you're right. TK, back to you.
LeBron.
Okay, takes LeBron, KD, and LeBron back to back.
Curry, KD, and LeBron.
Oh, this is really the American
Shout out to
squad.
my millennials.
Yeah, okay.
The gold medal winning United States men's national basketball team. The champs.
All right.
The reigning champs.
It's the golden era of basketball. These guys are
It's always a golden area for the United States.
Yeah, okay.
There's 7 names left, Tas. Where you want to go? Chet Holmgren, Devin Booker, Mitchell, Jalen Johnson, Jalen Duren, Cat or Norm?
We're nearing the 20-year anniversary of Greece beating USA. That was a golden era. Anyway, you know what? I'm in a Devin Booker kind of mood.
Okay.
You got him.
You're in a Booker mood.
Yep.
All right. You've got him. He's on your team. Trey.
Okay, second Jalen of the day for me.
Okay.
Jalen Johnson, welcome to the team.
All right. Jalen Johnson. There's only one Jalen left on our board, Tas.
Yeah,
Duren is going in the dunk contest.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to let me overload the
gonna show
Jalen's?
out.
3
Yeah,
Jalen's,
you
one
can
team.
load up on that, Jalen. I'm taking Carl. I'm ready to see him fire away from 3.
Okay.
And yes, I need some height. So
You've got, I'm just doing you got 3 Kentucky guys too.
Ooh.
Getting the boys
There's
together.
a tie. Yeah.
Maxey, Booker, Towns.
They've always wanted to play together.
Yeah, that's
Towns,
right.
best buddies.
That's right.
Best buds.
All right. Trey, 4 names left. When Donovan Mitchell is left, this guy should have been starting probably for the Eastern Conference.
He's on my team now.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that might be the steal of the draft, him going that team.
Yeah, that's
Forgotten
true.
dunk champion.
Yes, he was.
Like not too long ago, we had something, Skeets. You said like you can go into the dunk contest, win it, and become a star. And I was like, when has that ever happened? It hasn't happened in a long time. But Donovan Mitchell kind of did it. I mean, he did win a dunk contest.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
did.
it made him into a bigger star,
No, it
but he
wasn't the
became an
greatest.
all-star. I don't know if he was an all-star when he was in the dunk contest. When was that? Like 18 or something like that? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it must have been around when he was close to making it, but I don't think he was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
I'll have to check that.
welcome to the team.
Okay. Norman Powell,
And he needs to
Jalen
win
Duren.
an All-Star MVP.
I could see him
He needs
wanting to
win
get one of those under
So
his
yeah,
belt.
that's a good pick.
2018 was his dunk contest championship. His first all-star game was 2020.
Okay. So he got it. He did help him jump up a level. Powell, Duren, or Holmgren? You like Oxtail?
Will Norman Powell even be on Team America? Can't wait to find out. That's what you made me think of when you said oxtail.
No, I was thinking Chet Holmgren, but
No, I was thinking Jamaica and what they like what they like to eat. I'm riding with Chet. Give me Chet.
Trey had his eye on Chet. Wanted a big.
Yep.
Okay, but it goes to Tas, and then there's 2 guys left, so you're leaving 1 for Tas. Who do you take, Norman Powell or Jalen Duren?
Dude, you're getting a norm. Give me Jalen Duren. 3 of 4 Jalens on the squad.
Nice. You know I like that.
Yep.
You know I like that. Okay, we have drafted our Stars and Stripes, our 2 American All-Star teams. Team Tas, let me give it to you. You did have the second pick overall. You have Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Chet Holmgren, and Norman Powell.
All right.
Your reaction to your team?
It's all on Ant, really. I think this is all on Ant.
Okay. Trey, Stripes, you got some OGs on this squad. You got Steph Curry, you got Kate Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, and Jalen Duren. Good looking team. I think on paper, a lot of people will be voting for Stripes over Stars, but we will see, and we'll see how it shakes out tonight. We don't even know how they're doing it. I think they're just dividing it. I don't think they're drafting.
Just gonna chop it up?
I think so.
How about they match each guy up with who they think is their best counterpart, and they have to do paper, rock, scissors right before the game. Winners and losers.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, like
KD and LeBron, you guys paper, rock, scissors. Oh, rock. KD, you win.
when we do pick up hoops, sometimes if we get a lot of guys, we'll do the all right. Match up with like your equivalent out here. I don't mind that idea. That'd be fun just to see like who matches up with who.
Who they think their
Like I guess
equal
like
is.
LeBron and Durant would have to be matched up. And like I guess who's matching up with Curry?
Ant.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
3-point shooters.
And then Cade's probably matching up with like a Brunson or a Maxey, I would think.
Sure. You got to match up Jalen versus Jalen. Have to.
That's true.
Split 'em up.
You're right. Anyway, that could be a fun way to do it. We'll find out tonight how those teams shake out. Thanks for playing. And thanks for like sort of getting to the trivia after, because I did put a lot of work in. I'm just kidding. China, man. Yeah, China's surprising.
Listen, yeah.
Summer. Oh yeah. They might have. They gotta have. USA would have the most. I assume.
Yeah,
but
maybe that's why it's in my
most.
head as a top Olympic team. Yeah.
Wubboy of the night, sponsored by Zach Hazard. He wants to shout out his Miami, Ohio Redhawks, his alma mater. Zach says they're 22-0 and ranked for the first time since Wally Zerbiak played for them. Miami, Ohio. It's a school I always hear of.
Do you?
Because I'm always perplexed. Huh? Miami, Ohio. What? I remember when I was younger, that was so confusing to me. But yeah. The Redhawks, I think they're still 22-0.
Oh, he said they're 20-0. I put a lot of work into this. I checked what the record is now.
They're 22-0 now.
Yeah, because he sent this in when they were 20-0, but they're still unbeaten and they're still ranked.
Yeah, just. They were like, I think they went up a spot in the AP poll. They're like 23rd, maybe? Ranked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the Buffalo Bulls tonight. Redhawks versus Bulls.
So this
Bulls,
team's in the MAC, I believe.
This looks like a Mid-American conference. That's the MAC.
Okay.
Great.
Good on you. Wally Zerbiak. I didn't know he played for them. It's a good little trivia question put in the back of the noggin.
There you go. Locking it.
When, I don't know, Pierre from Numbers on the Board asked me, hey, what school did Wally Zerbiak goes to? I'll say, Miami, Ohio. Okay, apologies to Alperen Sengun. He had a monster game for the Rockets. 39, a lot of rebounds. But we're giving last night's Woboy to Sixers big man Dominic Barlow, who scored a career high 26 points in Philly's win over the Clips. 10 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. So just lights out when it came to efficiency. Game high 16 rebounds. He had 2 steals, also 2 assists. He had a block in 35 turnover-free minutes. So Dominic Barlow, TK, good old College Park Skyhawks guy.
Yeah, he was awesome. It looked to me like he was playing harder than everybody else on the entire court. Offensive rebounds, running the floor, doing them dunks.
He
Made
should
a
be playing harder
from the corner as well. He's got a funky release.
Yes, he does.
He's got he almost claps his hands when he shoots it.
Hitting it with some consistency, though.
Knocking it down.
And he should be, because he's a two-way guy, right?
Yeah.
He should be turned into a permanent
Yeah.
contract. I think he will be.
Yeah, he's been good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great to see the guys that we watched in front of us. We keep talking about the last few days in Veet. Dominic Barlow.
So yeah, we need Kobe Buffkin to go off here. Where's he right now? He's on some... Is he on the Lakers?
He was the Lakers G League.
Up or downer.
Yeah, but the G League has changed. It's grown so much.
Tonight's pick'em. I'm already down 1 in February's battle. I've lost 9 straight games.
It's amazing.
Can I get it to double digits? Where are we going?
We're going to the game on NBC, of course. Free basketball. Over the air. Free TV. You got to do it. Boston at Dallas. It's a big line. Dallas getting 7.5 points at home. So Boston's going to win by 8 or more. I watched this also at 5 a.m. when I was putting this in this morning. It changed. Live changed. Went from 8 down to 7.5. So some money going on the Dallas Mavericks because it's a big line. Skeets and Trey are taking those points. Happy to ride with a lose by 7 or less, or obviously outright win. While I had to take the Celtics because you guys went in first. We cannot have 3 of the same pick.
Ridiculous.
We haven't done it once. All season long. This season. So I guess it's like just literally an unwritten rule. We can't do it. I sort of like it.
A little variability.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we got Dallas with some points, but you got Celtics win by 8 or more on the road. You said on NBC,
of course,
All right. Also, when it comes to my pick and payoff that I owe, we have decided I will pay that off during a portion of this Thursday's NBA trade deadline special. The hint for your payoff for everyone will be slop. Okay? Slop.
Slop.
because we're in slop season right now. And there'll be a slop angle to the payoff that I'll do for an hour or two during our super long trade deadline special that we're going to be on all day, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, going all the way through to the buzzer of the deadline at 3 p.m. and we'll probably go past that. So we're just here all day, just ripping farts and talking trades.
Eating eggs.
We're eating eggs too.
Let's get like a dozen hard-boiled eggs. Why not?
Every time there's
You
a
love
trade,
eggs.
we got to eat an
Yeah.
egg. Well, that is not the payoff. I do love eggs, but I don't like hard-boiled eggs.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just taking over easy.
A chalky?
Yeah, a little bit.
Chalky yolk?
Yeah. Also, I don't love cold foods,
That's true.
so that's part of it. I mean, I'd eat them. I'll eat them in a pinch, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half dozen.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow because we have one more day of slop before we get to the actual trade deadline. So hopefully you'll join us. We'll talk about tonight's games. We're here at 10. Hit the like button, subscribe, podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, slop stands for a lot of things. Slop season, of course, or when you're running a sideline out of bounds play. Well, that's slob. Gosh darn it.
Brace the day, people.